Hi, everybody. Welcome to Moody and welcome to College Writing. My name is Karen Engle and I will be your instructor for this course. I wanted to send a video to you so that you can see me face to face and get to know me a little bit, to hear from me, and to learn about my background and how this comes to play with this course. I wanted you to know that I'm really looking forward to spending time with you and finding out about the journey that God's got you on to bring you to Moody and to bring you to this class. I wanted to share a little bit about me so you know who your instructor is. I live in California near Lake Tahoe, which is about 20 minutes east of Sacramento, which is our capital here in California. I have two almost grown kids, Megan and Trevor. Megan is a second-year deaf studies student in Seattle, studying to be an interpreter for the deaf. And Trevor is a senior in high school, and he hopes to study mechanical engineering, but he also wants to be part of the Naval ROTC program at whatever college he attends. He's always wanted to be in the military, so as a mom, it's a little bit nerve-wracking for me. I can't quite think that far, but he's excited. I have a degree in journalism and public relations. I taught high school English for many years. I've worked in women's ministry for many years at our church and spent about 15 years teaching Bible in all different venues, and have also been working as a writer and editor for Christian book companies. So you can probably see I have a love for the Word of God and helping people to understand it, but also for the written word and communicating it well. I love language, grammar, sentence structure, and the editing process, which is why I'm really excited to be teaching this class. But this will be more than a writing class. Together we're going to grow in our understanding of Jesus in a really unique way by continuing to develop a Christian worldview through both reading and writing. And you will do this by writing essays that contain a clear thesis, coherent structure, proper grammar, and through idea development, and then through refining the process approach to writing, which includes how to effectively revise essays. So we will be doing a lot of revision work in this class. My desire for you coming out of this class is that you know that I cared for you both in your ability to communicate through writing, but also as a follower of Jesus. The pursuit of knowledge is more than just a whole bunch of information being collected. It also involves being able to synthesize what you're learning through a biblical perspective. And so whatever content I'm teaching, I seek to ground everything in the transforming gospel of Jesus and to integrate biblical truth into each subject being taught. And that includes writing. So my hope for you is that through this class, you'll do the same. I do expect my students to take individual responsibility for their learning, but to know that I'm always available to assist you along the way with any questions or concerns that you might have. My teaching style is highly interactive, and this is true of this online class as well. In online classes, we don't have the benefit of being in a live classroom, so it's really important that we work together to create a sense of community in this class. And I'm hopeful that you'll get to know one another and learn about each other's lives, but also learn from each other. In this class, you'll have discussion boards, which is going to help with this sense of community. It'll involve weekly questions and discussions with each other, which will give you a chance to interact with one another. It's very important that you maintain a significant presence in these discussion boards and participate in peer editing exercises. You'll always be required to respond to a minimum of 2 posts from other students, although you can certainly respond to more, and you're encouraged to do so. In this class, you're required to write 3 to 5 page essays, 3 to 5 page essays. And I want you to know that when I grade your essays, including rough drafts, I'll always attach a copy of your Word document with comments for you to look over. So know that you have that available for you when you go to make revisions for your final draft. Make sure you look for that copy so you don't miss it. Sometimes you may be asked to post a rough draft of a journal entry or an essay in the community post section. This is typically for when we're doing peer reviews. Make sure that you also post these assignments in the submission link to be graded. Otherwise, I won't see them because that's how I get access to them to be able to grade them for you. When creating file names, if you could, please put your last name as the first part of the file name. So for example, save your file as something like Engle Essay 1 Draft, which would really help me on my end in organizing all of my students' first drafts. And then I wanted to talk to you a little bit about due dates for assignments and late policies. Unless otherwise specified, assignments and required work are due by Monday night at 11:59 p.m. Central Time on the due date that's found in your course schedule. Any assignments that you submit after this are considered late and they will be given half credit, and I will be very strict on this policy. After Tuesday night at 11:59 p.m., you'll receive no credit for the assignment. And a big reason for this is that many of your assignments will involve peer editing, and if you're late submitting your assignment, it'll affect the other students in the class who will need to return your papers back in a timely manner so that you can work on them and revise them, and vice versa. And also, because this is only an 8-week class, you can get behind very quickly and it'll catch up with you pretty quick. So I'd encourage you to set for yourself a Friday at midnight deadline for yourself every week. Just get in the habit of doing that. Plan ahead, be on top of everything. And if you know you're going out of town, plan to submit your assignment at the end of the week before you leave so that you're not crunched on Monday night. Discussion board initial response posting submitted after the due date will receive a grade of 0. No assignments are accepted after the course end date unless a formal course extension has been approved. So I know this is a lot of information to toss at you. Make sure you understand the course procedures, and I will probably post some other announcements in the next couple of days. Make sure to look over the syllabus as soon as you can and get to know it well. And all of you should have a Moody email address and know that this is how I will communicate with my students outside of Blackboard. If you don't check that account, you may want to remind yourself to check by writing yourself a note or even adding an alert on your phone so that you can remember. And I'll make sure to include a Word document with this video of the announcement so you have a hard copy of what I've communicated here. And then also make sure to check Blackboard's resource area. There's a lot of helpful information there, including information on MLA formatting and essay writing. And make sure to check the resources folder at the bottom of each lesson because those folders will contain specific information about each essay and what's expected. And hopefully most of your questions will be answered there, but always know that you can contact me if you have any further questions. I'm really looking forward to working with you and getting to know you over the next 8 weeks and looking forward to getting started on reading your work. And so let's get started. Thanks.